I think the most common question and a very crucial question that needs to be answered, or else you just won't be able to grow on social media, is how do you stay consistent with content even with limited time? And of course, a lot of you have limited time for different reasons. Maybe you work full time and you want to change over and be a full time content creator, but you can't be full time working a job and full time content creation. That's just very difficult to do, and also have time for family and friends and actually enjoy your life. Other people, you have school or other responsibilities, or maybe you're a full-time parent. But in today's video, I'm going to give you the 5 core things that I would do and that I actually do when I had limited time to create content, and how I was able to stay consistent, and also some mistakes that you can avoid making, which I made over the last 4 years. And the first thing that you need to do if you want to stay consistent with content even with limited time is prepare yourself and schedule your days. If you know that you have less things to do on a Wednesday than a Friday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, use Wednesday as your recording days. And that's typically what I do. Wednesday, which is Wednesday right now, I literally record all my short form videos and all my long form videos, which at the moment is about 5 to 7 short form and then 1 to 2 YouTube videos. That just sets me in the mindset that on Wednesday, no matter what happens, whether I have the script ready or not, I'm going to film a YouTube video and I'm going to film some short form videos. Typically, this is going to make you prepare for Wednesday. If it's not going to make you prepare, you need to prepare yourself for Wednesday or whichever recording day that you choose. For example, I know after Wednesday, okay, I need to get some more ideas on the board, or I need to flesh out some more ideas and understand what I'm really going to talk about. And then Monday, Tuesday, they're really crucial days when it comes to actually ensuring I have something to record on a Wednesday, whether it's just the idea itself, whether it's the script, whether it's just generating more ideas. And then once you're in this constant flow, all you need to record, by the way, is probably 2 hours. I overestimate and give myself 3 hours to record the short form and the YouTube video. But typically, sometimes I even do it in an hour and a half. And today I'm ahead of schedule. I've done it in like an hour and a half. So I would say overestimate, give yourself 3 or 4 hours. It's probably going to take you less. If it takes you less, you can then move on to your next task of the day. And then, you're ahead of time and you'll get used to it as time goes on. And the second thing you need to do to become a consistent content creator is reduce the friction between anything to do with content creation. For example, reduce the friction between you and recording a video, reduce the friction between you and actually posting the video, reduce the friction between you and editing the video. What I mean by that is I have my desk and I have my camera set up and it's on a magic arm. That way I know that that camera is going to stay on that magic arm unless I move it. So I'm pretty much ready to record content at any time. My light stays up so I don't need to constantly set up a light. All these tiny little things adds friction, and it reduces your chances of actually creating content. For example, if you had to set up your light, your tripod, your camera settings, your microphone, and everything every single time that you went to record, eventually you're going to be like, oh, this is long, I'll just delay it. Like, I've got some videos in the tank, I'll just record next week. And then it goes on and on and on. And it is a very slippery slope. You do not want to be there. Some things that I've implemented, which you can too, have your light already set up. Maybe you put it in a corner, but you leave it set up. Maybe you don't break it down fully. So with the light that I have, I literally can take off the softbox and leave the softbox set up. And then the rest of the lights I can take down. The longest part to set up is to attach all the softbox, like reattaching all the softbox pieces together. So there's like 2 light diffusers, a honeycomb grid, and then obviously extending out the softbox so it's actually a circle. That's the longest part. But me, I just leave everything up. Maybe you can have your camera and a tripod constantly up in a corner of your room. If you've got an office, it's perfect. You can literally slap it in a corner. That way your tripod's up. It's always on the same level. You won't have to mess around with the leveling settings, and you can just leave it there. Your camera settings. You can save your camera settings depending on what camera you have. I don't typically do that because my camera settings don't change much unless I'm recording for me or Nero. So there's no need for me to really do that, even though I probably could save a few seconds. And when it comes to editing, reduce the friction. I used to spend so long editing videos to the point where I've spent 2 hours editing one short form video and I've got 6 more to do. I can't spend the rest of my day editing the short form videos. One, because I'm tired. If it's taking me 2 hours to do one video, to do the other 6, it's going to be 12 hours. Hopefully my maths is right. Like, that's already 14 hours, including the 7th short form video. And then I've got a YouTube video to do. That's just too much for anyone. Like, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Your brain will be absolutely fried. Just spend less time editing. And what you'll notice as well is just because you spend more time editing doesn't mean that you'll get more views. And it's insane. You could test it out. You could spend 10 minutes editing, give yourself 10 minutes, spend 10 minutes editing, and then give yourself an hour editing a different video. And just analyze the difference between the views, the engagement on both the posts, and you realize that maybe it's not even that much. If it is, carry on doing the 1 hour, but 98% of the time, it's not that much, and you're just wasting hours of your time over editing content that doesn't need to be over edited. If there's one major thing that you can do to reduce friction between absolutely everything I've just said, is hire a videographer or hire an editor. Typically an editor is easier to hire than a videographer depending on where you're living, and depending on the person you hire, maybe you can do both. But that's just going to save you a lot of time, a lot of headache, especially in the editing process, because now you're not using your own time to edit. You'll just receive the videos edited and you can post it. And that's what a lot of online business owners do. And it's honestly the best thing, because if you're an online business owner, your time itself is sacred. You probably want to run the business, you want to get more clients in. And although creating content is a form of generating leads, you can also generate more leads by potentially doing something else, maybe your emails. So editing can be outsourced, whereas emails, maybe it's a bit more personal to you. And number 3, which is a game changer, and I've told a couple of my friends this, but mostly it's my clients, and it's implementing content habits. Now, we all know what a habit is. It's just something that we do on a routine basis. For example, if you have a habit of going to the gym, you're probably known as a gym goer. I don't understand how can you be a content creator without having content habits. If you don't have a habit of consistently generating ideas, all you need to do is sit down for 5 to 10 minutes and think, okay, what ideas, what have I experienced that I can turn into a piece of content? Okay, let's look at this person's Instagram or this person's YouTube, or let's look at some YouTube titles and see what people actually want to see, what ideas are already validated, what you can make videos on, and then just jot it down. It doesn't mean that you need to flesh out the full script there and then. Just have the idea down, have a quick summary of what the video is going to be about or was about, and then another day you can spend time actually fleshing out the idea and scripting the video. For example, I spend 10 minutes per day just coming up with ideas. Then I'll select 2 days out of the week to actually script those ideas. And the reason I spend 2 instead of 1, because a lot of the time you probably could spend 1, but if you spend 2, the first day you'll probably script out all the videos, short form videos anyway. Long form videos, I'd probably do bullet points. And then the second day you look at it again, and maybe there's points that you missed out. Maybe you could have made the script better, more concise, and then the script just gets better. So when it comes to recording the videos, your videos perform better. Content habits is just something that is absolutely necessary. And when people don't do it, I just think it's the most simple thing that you can do. And I don't blame you, because once again, when I started 4 years ago, I did not have content habits. I didn't think, let me sit down for 10 minutes and look what ideas I can generate. I didn't really think about content. I thought it was going to be easy. I just seen people making people laugh, and I thought, yeah, I'm a funny guy. I can make people laugh. Let me just sit down. But you need to put focus and attention on your content and what people actually want to see. Create your videos in a certain way so people actually want to watch your videos, or else your videos ain't going to be watched. And that goes for if you're an online business owner, if you're just trying to be an influencer, whatever it is. And also when it comes to content habits, you can habit stack. So let's say you go to the gym and you're doing an incline walk, or maybe you're on the Stairmaster or some shit. You can go on your phone, go on Notion or go on Apple Notes, I don't care what you use, and you can note down ideas while you're walking on the treadmill for 45 minutes or whatever you're doing. And you're getting your cardio in, you're burning calories, you're sweating, you're feeling good, your brain's probably thinking. And more time when you're doing cardio, you're bored anyway. I get bored of cardio. I actually hate cardio. It's fucking boring. So I probably come up with content ideas or listen to music or watch YouTube videos, but just spend 10 minutes of your cardio time coming up with ideas. And 10 minutes is already gone. Then you can watch your YouTube videos or listen to music or whatever you're doing. And the fourth thing, and you might hate me for this, but just hear me out, you just need to push through the rain. You need to walk through the rain. There's going to be days where you don't feel like making content. Today, I just filmed a few short form videos, and I was just thinking, I can't be bothered for this. Knowing that I've got a YouTube video to film afterwards, I'm like, oh, this is like, YouTube is longer than short form. This is going to be long. But once you start recording the video, you're more likely going to, you're going to ease into it. And once you've eased into it, you're going to be like, I might as well finish the video. The energy is going to be there and you're going to be happy that you've done it. But at the start, you're probably going to feel like, I can't be asked to do it. I don't want to speak. I don't want to get in front of the camera. And maybe you're still awkward in front of camera, right? I know when I started, pushing through this barrier was difficult, because it's not like, oh yeah, I'm good at talking to the camera. I can just like talk to the camera even though I don't feel like it. I was very awkward in front of the camera. In fact, I remember when I was recording videos in my bedroom years ago, it's still on my channel. I was reacting to TikToks or something like that. I was reacting to Reddit stories, and I would get really, really hot. Like, talking to the camera will make me get really hot to the point where I'm like borderline about to sweat. Like, I was just really nervous. So pushing through and just talking to the camera, even when I don't feel like it, when I get like that, is very difficult. But trust me, being uncomfortable leads to some serious growth. And personally, I don't remember, and you guys probably won't even remember either when it happens to you, or if it's happened to you. You won't remember the point where everything kind of just clicks. Like, I don't remember when I stopped getting hot and flustered in front of the camera. Right now, I'm cool. I'm probably not the best speaker, but I'm better than I was before. And I don't remember what actually clicked and made it just easier for me. But if you keep being uncomfortable in front of the camera and doing it when you don't feel like it, that's when you're going to see some growth. And honestly, that's probably the best tip I can give you when it comes to creating content consistently. And it's the same with anything. When you come home from work and you need to go to the gym because you didn't go before work, you're going to have to go when you don't feel like it. There's going to be a bunch of people in the gym. Every equipment's probably going to be taken, but you're going to have to go even if you don't feel like it. Even if you just do cardio instead of doing chest and triceps like you originally planned, you've still gone to the gym and you've done something. But the best tip I can actually give you when it comes to don't feeling like it is don't wait until after work or after after your responsibilities. Do it before. So Toni Morrison, I think that's her name. She wanted to be an author, but she was a full-time mom, or like a single mom, 2 children, I think, might be 2 or 3 children. And every time after work, she would be really exhausted. Plus she'd have to look after her kids that she didn't have time to write. And if you want to be an author, you're going to need to write. So she decided to wake up an hour early and write for an hour every single day. And every time that I talk to you on YouTube, I tell you, record your stuff in the morning. You'll have more energy. Everyone else will be asleep. And all that time is just yours. So if you have other responsibilities, just do everything before your responsibility starts instead of afterwards. And that goes with anything. Like, I used to go gym early in the morning because I know I will not be going midday. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Or I will not be going in like the afternoon or in the evening because the gym's going to be packed as hell. And I ain't trying to go there when there's 100 men trying to fight for the bench press or the cables. So I'll just go in the morning. And the last thing I can say is reward yourself or make it pleasant to record content. And I spoke about this in one of my short form videos. People always ask, if you upgrade your equipment, is it going to help? Typically, it's not going to help. But what it might help you do is actually enjoy recording content. If you know that you're going to buy a mic and you're going to be happier with your videos and you're going to enjoy making more videos, buy yourself a mic. If making your quality better and buying a camera is going to make you happier about your videos so you can create more videos, buy yourself a camera. But do not expect this equipment, maybe a microphone is the exception because I think audio is probably the most important thing. Don't expect the equipment to 10x or 100x your views and make you absolutely famous, because 9 times out of 10 it won't. But you can make content more pleasant and that makes you want to do it. I don't know if you're a female or a male, but if you get a good gym fit, you're gonna be like, yeah man, let's hit the gym. Or if you get new football boots and you play football, you're gonna be like, yo, can't wait to kickball in these. Let's run up a goal session or a power session. I don't know, if you get a new MacBook, you're gonna be like, damn, I can't wait to, you know, take this out in like on a train journey or a coffee shop and show people that I've got something new, and can't wait to do work, or I can't wait to edit, I can't wait to do whatever. Like, when you get something new, it encourages you to actually use that thing. So if it's a microphone, a camera, a headset, it literally could be anything, a light, anything that motivates you to create more content, buy it for yourself so you can actually stay consistent and create more content. Or if you don't want to do that, just reward yourself with a coffee after you record content. Give yourself a break. Allow yourself to brain rot and scroll on TikTok. And give yourself a drink. Get an energy drink or whatever drink that you like, your favorite drink. Maybe it's Fanta Fruit Twist, Fanta Orange. Fanta's just the best fizzy drink, but that's a story for another day. But also, it doesn't always have to be afterwards. It also can be before. So give yourself a coffee before you record content. That's also going to give you energy. If you have energy drinks, which I don't typically recommend, apart from Newtonic's actually okay. You know, if you guys know what Newtonic is, I gave it a try the other day and I'm actually buying some more cases. But yeah, I'll probably drop a review on that on TikTok or some shit. Reward yourself before or after, whichever's going to make you actually do the videos and just get it done.